We start with 1 hour chart. Okay, if we refer to my last video analysis when the price was within this move, we mentioned that we want the price to drop one more, because I point that this can be a correction for one more drop. Then from there we can look for buy. This is what we're looking, and the way it dropped quite a lot, and this one we can see on other charts as well. Okay, by the way, that's why when the price was within this range, I mentioned we cannot buy. Okay, now we want to see what's the next. Okay, and how we can trade it. If we move to daily chart, based on daily chart, we have nothing to look for. And if we move to forward chart, okay, again, if we refer to our analysis, when the price was, when the price was within this range, we put this line. We mentioned whether the price can break or not, and as we can see, the price couldn't break. And then we mentioned that this is the correction internally. This is 1 2 3. Okay, and we consider this one as a correction and relative to this. And when the price was here, I mentioned that what we have here I'm putting in relative to this. Okay, but as we were expecting to get the correction similar to what we have here, but we get this one as well. We were not expecting to drop this much, okay, before we look for buy. But as you can see, even as I mentioned, based on 1 hour chart, what we have here, we could see on other charts, other coins. Okay, now the thing is, this is what we have been looking for. Okay, now as you can see, the price haven't broke this low. It's dropped but haven't broke the low, and still we can consider as a running flat. Now we want to see how we can look for buy. Okay, if I move to 1 hour chart again, now the only thing is we get one more down here, one more correction relative to this. All right, but do we need to consider this one can continue and break this low? I don't think so. Even if we want to look for buy, we don't need to wait for the breakout of this. Okay, now any buy from here within this range, if we get at least with the short move or and a small flag based on lower time frame, we take it. But we need to be aware that the possibility if the price come to this top, this is not moving, we take out the trade, because we can expect to get the flat for one more drop. Okay, that's why right now we don't have any buy setup. Even this one, it can drop a bit more. Okay, even can retest this low. But if we get the buy setup, as I mentioned, with a sharp move and flag, right now the only way we can trade it within this range. If we get any trade, as long as the price come to this top, this is not moving, then we take out the trade. We don't stay with the trade. And if we see is moving very slowly, corrective, we don't need to look for trade. We just let it go. And even if we move to 15 minutes, again, we don't have any things to look for. Okay, and what I was mentioning just now is if we get one more up, then we will have this one for one more drop. What I want to say, if the price come to this top and we see it's not moving, we will have the possibility just right now I mentioned. Okay, by the way, we are interested in the buy, but right now we don't have any buy setup. We just follow the chart. We see whether we can get any buy from here or not. Okay, and in this case we just follow the chart. If I see any trade or any update, then I will share. And again, we don't need to buy here without the trade setup. Still, maybe this one can continue and drop quite a more. All right, but again, we are not sure. Anyway, we just follow the chart, and if I see any update, then I will share. Thanks.